What's good, guys? Welcome to my NBA Finals Game 2 review. I'm just going to run through this game quarter by quarter. We'll talk a little bit more later about stats and my thoughts. The Heat led pretty early, and it felt like they had a bigger lead than they actually did early in the first. Strus started off really hot from three, and he hit 4 huge threes in the first quarter, which helped kickstart the Miami offense. They instantly picked up the pace in the game, but Denver battled back with 11 first quarter points for Jokic and on a 13-5 run, starting off the second quarter. I think Christian Braun had great energy minutes. He's got 3 steals in the quarter already. He's been a great energy guy. I believe he hit a 3 and a fadeaway 2 to start out the second, while the Nuggets built momentum. Their team defense really is impressive, and the momentum started from a Braun, and a Gordon block. In the non-Jokic minutes, the Nuggets went small with Jeff Green at the 5, and it worked relatively well, spacing-wise. The Heat called for a zone and sat in one for a couple separate possessions late into the second. In my notes, I have huge Murray dunk. He ripped the ball away from Max Strus on one end, and he absolutely punched it for an and-one dunk on the other end. I thought Gabe Vincent also had a great second half. He ended with an efficient 23 points onto only 12 shots, and the Heat scoring was very well spread out. Both teams were shooting mid-40s from 3 by the half, which kept it competitive. The only notes I had for the third were, Jokic is unguardable, all caps. Jokic's playmaking is effortless. I remember him throwing maybe around 3 lob passes, including 1 touch pass to Eric Gordon for a really nice reverse layup. The third was huge for the Nuggets, and they fought back into the game on Nikola Jokic's back. The fourth. How can I talk about the fourth without mentioning Duncan Robinson? He had a really quick 10 points early in the fourth, 2 threes and a couple, it was mid-range shots, and he had a layup off the back cut. After seizing the lead, the Heat slid back into the zone, and they doubled Jokic pretty quickly, anytime he caught the ball near the middle of the floor or inside the three-point line. It seemed to work for them, and it was one of the 2 keys to the Heat's adjustments. The second adjustment was starting Kevin Love. Erik Spoelstra pulled some strings and put Kevin Love in the starting lineup. Love guarding Aaron Gordon means that Jamal Murray was being guarded by Jimmy Butler. Murray had a quiet 18 points on 15 shots. Clearly the Jimmy matchup made things a little bit harder for him. A bright spot here for the Heat was the Adebayo and Lowry pick and roll. They were absolutely on fire today. I remember one specific play where Jokic was exposed in sort of a drop coverage when Lowry hit Bam for a huge dunk to extend Miami's lead with about 5 minutes left in the game. The Heat were just winning the 50-50 balls and playing small late in the quarter, which I think spaced out Denver. The game came down to a chaotic Jamal Murray 3. I think it was about 26 feet out, and I thought it was a pretty good look. Jimmy played pretty good defense on that shot, but cold Jamal Murray just was unable to knock it down and seal the game for Denver. After getting that rebound and running up the court, you can argue Denver probably should have called timeout, but they decided to let it play out. They got the switch, and they're just sort of forced to live with their decision now. Denver loses their first game all playoffs, and it shows they're beatable when the Heat hit their threes. 17 of them tonight. Jokic is definitely not to blame for this loss. He had a 41-point double-double. An interesting stat I saw was that the Nuggets have lost every game this playoffs that Nikola Jokic has scored 40+. Jokic is at his best when he's passing the ball, and the Heat putting the pressure on him to score makes it difficult for him to get the rest of the team going and make the right pass. He had a playoff low 4 assists in this game. This game showed exactly how Miami needs to play to win the series. Occasional zone, 3-point efficiency, and matching up Jimmy Butler on Jamal Murray. Those are my thoughts about the game. Miami steals the game on the road. The series is tied 1-1. It's looking really competitive, and I'm excited to see how this one shakes up. Thank you for watching. Go check out the Game 1 review if you missed it, and stay tuned. I'll catch you next time.